Welcome to Blunder Bus Podcast. My name is Arkai. I'm here with my co-host,
Vic Tran.
Yeah, he's a Vic today.
Oh yeah.
Every day he's a Vic.
Maybe that's the new me.
I think that's a new you. I think that's what the pod every
pod
image
demands.
is Arkai and Vic Tran.
Yeah.
I don't put Victor.
Good. Victor's dead. That's my dead name.
Yeah, don't say that.
Mm-mm.
We're here with a funny comedian, barista friend, Puget Sound alum. What else about Allie? Park Slope native. Tried not to dox you like that. Sorry. She lives in Crown Heights. Allie Lawrence, everybody.
Whoa.
What's up?
Hey,
Loving your
hey.
socks. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
you.
Oh, thank you. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah?
You're correct. I live near the park.
Yeah.
And growing up, I lived in Park Hill in Denver.
Oh.
So it's
You're always the
consistent.
parks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, it's calling.
It's calling. Park socks.
Yeah. What are these?
Park.
What are these socks?
These are socks that my siblings got for me, and it says, "Everything is all right."
Okay, so to describe to the listeners at home, it looks like a storybook like image.
Yes.
Where there's like mushrooms and greenery and like a creek, and there's a frog playing the banjo on top of one of the mushrooms. A little druggy for my taste. a little too chase the dragon kind of vibe for me, but it's fun. It's kooky.
Well, here's the
Is
thing.
your sister on drugs?
That is such a funny little item. I myself have not done
Shrooms.
shrooms.
Yeah.
Pretty scared of drugs generally.
Okay.
Good.
But exactly, that was ingrained deep. But I do. People often think I have a drug vibe. I think.
Really?
Yes.
Like a druggy vibe?
Yeah, like I have a
Wow.
hipster quality to me.
Yeah.
And being from Denver.
Sure.
And fun fact: grew up in Denver.
Yeah.
They legalized weed when I was in high school.
Oh.
Then I
high
moved.
school.
Yes, moved
Whoa.
to Washington State. They
Yeah.
legalized it when I was in college. Then I moved here.
Oh my god.
And they legalized it.
Oh my god.
Where do you guys want?
Yeah. Have you been to California? Were
Exactly.
you there when that happened?
Everywhere I go.
Wow. The arc of the universe wants you to be on drugs.
Yeah. You have to do weed.
Wow.
I have to.
Wait. So when you're in high school, did everyone around you start like smoking a ton when it got legalized?
I wouldn't say more than before. Like
Mm.
beforehand, people were doing it.
Yeah.
After people were doing it, it was
Yeah.
just
It's just
More
already is what it is.
yes, or just
More
like
visible.
across
Yeah.
the street. There's now a weed store.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
There's so many
Yeah.
weed stores. I
Yes.
kinda liked when it was illegal. They're a little bit of an eyesore.
Well, a lot of them are illegal.
Oh, okay.
They're
Well,
peddling drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They shut
can't.
down.
I don't know if you can't, but I can't smoke weed either.
okay.
Yeah. I have like anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that with drugs too, it's kind of like you don't know until you try it.
Mhm.
But I think that is built into part of my fear of like,
You get a
I'm-
bad trip.
yes,
Yeah.
or like I'm already kind of an anxious underlying person.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's like, oh, will that become heightened or will
Probably.
it chill me out?
Right. Yeah.
So-
Well, if you're already anxious about it, then I think that's the answer.
That's the answer.
you know?
Wait, when's the last
Yeah.
time you smoked weed?
I did try once,
Ooh.
but didn't feel anything.
When was this? Like high school?
No, this was when I moved to New York.
Oh, you didn't
Ah.
do
No.
weed
Oh, not at all.
when you had the chance
Not at all.
legally. Yeah.
Exactly. I
Wow.
was
Whoa.
I was very afraid of even alcohol. Like
Whoa.
didn't do alcohol until
yeah,
like
didn't
Didn't do a beer.
didn't do a beer
Whoa.
until well into college.
Was your family like the type of family that's like family gathering? Have a beer, Allie.
Well, it's
Take the
interesting.
wine.
I had uncles and aunts who were like that,
Yeah.
Okay.
but my parents would get weird about it.
Whoa.
Like, oh, did you see your cousins were drinking at Christmas dinner?
Oh, they like gossip about it.
Yes.
Oh, gossipy.
And so then my siblings and I were like, okay,
Internalize that.
yes,
Yeah.
of like, oh, we're not gonna also have because our parents are gonna give us a weird look.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's so funny that your parents were like, "You see these fucking losers?
Yeah.
Those are your nephews and nieces. What the hell?"
Exactly.
Who
While your
cares?
dad's driving you home, he's drunk.
Yeah. Honey, give me another shooter.
Wow.
That's great. Wait, that's
Yeah.
great. That's so funny. So do you think a lot of your life is dictated on your parents' judgments?
I would say so. Yeah, I am. I'm the eldest of 3.
Sure.
Oh, I'm the oldest too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
there's this pressure
Yeah.
to, I don't know, not fuck up or lead the way. I think I just had a lot of fear.
Sure. Yeah.
Around.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that somewhat. I think I feel it more than my siblings probably feel it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
hmm
Did you drink growing up?
Honestly, no. I didn't drink that much in high school.
Whoa.
I didn't really start drinking until the pandemic, to be honest. I was pretty straight edge.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I would have a drink or two every once in a while, but
Yeah.
pandemics whenever it became like a habit.
What's your family?
That's
good
very
habit.
real.
Good habit. You
Yeah.
have fun.
But
Healthy
no,
habit.
I've never really been a big drug guy. I don't smoke weed at all.
Yeah.
When's
When's the last
do
time you
shrooms
smoked?
every once in a while. Last time I smoked?
Yeah.
It's been years.
Me too.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at us 3
Uh,
losers.
sober.
Loser pod.
I was hoping one of us would be
Fuck.
cool.
Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I can't remember. I think the last time I smoked weed was like 2016. I think.
Okay, it hasn't been that long.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that be longer?
It's
This
probably
is
been like 2 or 3 years for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've had like a hit. I used to walk around New York City with like one of those one hitters. You know what I'm talking
Why?
about? 'Cause I like to hit a weed. I like just one hit.
Oh, I forgot how long you've been here.
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Probably like more like 2018, but still, it's like it's just one hit of weed. It's like what am I doing?
That was
Get
a big
tiny
thing.
bit of high. It's like not even worth it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of boring.
Microdose weed.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it was. And I was like, I don't care about this. It's like I don't like it when it's like a lot. I don't like when it's like just a little bit. Even I feel like just in the middle too. It's like who cares at that point?
One time, I was hanging out at a club in Houston, comedy club, and my friend offered me like a little bit of shrooms, like just on the spot. He was like, "You want to do some shrooms?" I was like, "Sure." So I took what he offered, and then
Oh my god!
and then
on
I
the
just
spot.
left, and then I just went home. He thought I was gonna like stay and like hang out with him and do shrooms with him. I just took it, put it in my mouth, and I just left.
You left? Really? That's so funny. And you just tripped at home?
Yeah, he
You're
still
just
brings
like in
it
your
up.
bed?
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's like, well, I'm getting
I just went to my room.
crazy visuals on my ceiling right now.
That's exactly what I did.
Getting texts from your friend. Yo, where'd
Yeah.
you go? I'm at home.
Well,
I had to go home.
with that one, I feel like I've also heard you're supposed to do it with someone you feel comfortable with
Yeah.
in a place you're comfortable with.
Sober,
Right, yeah.
sober
So
sitter.
Yes, so it's so funny that you were like,
Peace.
all right, I gotta go.
Do you remember? Were you like really high? Were you tripping like crazy?
Not crazy, but I did. It was a little bit, so I felt
Okay.
like a little bit of a trip.
Yeah.
But I still didn't want to be anywhere near that club or that guy.
Well, if you stayed, it would have been a bad trip. Because you probably would have gotten in your head about like,
Yeah,
I don't like
probably.
this guy.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn. What's his name? Say it on the pod.
Doug Dalton.
You
It's a
know,
funny story. He likes that story.
okay. So you
Yeah.
talk to him about it. So we can
Yeah,
see
he
every
talks to
listener.
me about it a lot, actually. He
Really?
brings it up a lot.
So like, why didn't you hang out with me? Dude, why do you hate me?
I'm a weird guy. You know.
That's okay. Hey, I feel like when you're doing drugs, you should be able to do what you want to do. You shouldn't feel pressure to like do a thing you didn't want. You know what I mean? Like you should be led to a place where you feel comfortable. So if you felt more comfortable at home, I'm glad you did that. You know?
Yeah, I'm glad I did that too. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
But I feel like doing it for the first time as well, I would be stressed the hell out in a comedy club setting.
Yeah.
Right?
Like-
yeah.
Is the booker watching?
Yeah.
What are my 5 minutes? Get on stage. People crazily, I think people do this a lot where they like will do a set while on shrooms. That's crazy to me. Can you imagine? Have you done that? No.
I don't think I've done that.
Have you done it high or drunk?
Yeah, I've done it drunk many times. I've
Every
done
time.
it like high on weed.
Damn.
I've gone up like blitzed, and
Do you remember your set?
no, I didn't remember it while I was on stage. Like I remember, this is like
Oh my
joke
God.
talk, but I remember I went up. It was like an open mic when I was first starting out. I only had like 5 minutes, and I went up there, did my set, what I thought was my set. I was like, that feels like 5 minutes. I looked at the clock. I was up there for 20 seconds, and I was so high that I wasn't even doing the full bits. I was just doing the punchlines. I was just saying the last line to every bit.
So
and bombing,
funny.
and I was like, well, that's all my material. It was all my 5 minutes, and it was only like a few seconds.
Yeah.
The
Did I
world.
get the light? No.
no.
Brother, you have 4
You
minutes
gotta
and
stretch.
40 seconds left.
The world's shortest set.
Yeah. What else? What else?
I just don't have the emotional or mental fortitude to be on drugs.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
too dumb.
It takes a stronger person than I.
Yeah. We should all do it someday, though.
I would. I think it would be fun.
I want to do shrooms one day.
Yeah.
Would you? You wouldn't do shrooms ever?
I don't know. Life is
Full of mysteries.
long, full of mysteries.
Long.
Life is long.
Okay, how about this?
Facts.
If you did do shrooms, is there a person you would prefer to do them with?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
Great question.
Yeah, I feel like either my friend from college who is more well versed than I,
Yeah.
or
Archive Vic Tran.
yeah, let's do this on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna force you to pod.
Allie,
Lauren, bring out the shrooms.
that's why we brought you here today.
That's why we're all here to trip.
We drug all our guests.
Right. This is gonna be our first 6-hour episode.
Yeah.
Just sit here in silence. It's been
Hasn't been
Has
6
it been 6
hours?
hours?
No, it's been 20 seconds.
So yeah, so you would maybe do it with probably your friend from college.
Yeah, or just like the right person, someone I
Yeah.
love,
Right.
who I feel safe with.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like I would want someone who is experienced in it,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
They know how to
they,
handle.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool.
I don't know. What about you guys? Do you have a person in mind?
I just do it by
That's
myself.
a great. Yeah.
No,
That's a great question.
yeah.
I don't know. I guess my girlfriend.
Yes.
There's a guy I know from improv years ago. I don't know if you guys know Andrew Jaramillo. Do you guys know him?
I do not.
He doesn't really do it anymore, but he is very well versed. Probably shouldn't be doxing him like this, but he's pretty well versed in experiences, I guess you could say. Not saying what experiences, but I would trust him.
Yes.
Another friend of mine, big fan of the pod, Nick. I may have brought him up before. Yeah, him too. Not saying what he's done, but pretty experienced guy in life and experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who has like done it a lot.
yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That's all it takes.
Right. And these people are like very open about their experiences.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
say too much.
I feel like
These are
it's
working people. I don't want to like make them lose their jobs.
Well, I feel like it's similar with like, if you're gonna do a hike of a crazy mountain, you want
Yeah.
someone who's experienced in
Yeah.
that. You know?
Like a real trip.
Exactly.
Whoa, bro, that's why it's called the trip. Oh, man, you're blowing my mind.
Welcome back from the trip, man.
Wow.
See you on the other side, man.
Like you're hiring someone with
Yeah.
the most experience doing that trip.
You know, they have
a shaman.
There's an
Yes.
app. There's an app for sober sitters. You can like chat
Oh.
with people
On your phone?
on your phone. Yeah.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
If you're going to do drugs or psychedelics, you got to put the phone away.
The phone's so fun to look at though, because the
No.
letters start moving around.
Yeah, but then you start getting work emails. Your parents start texting you.
Yeah.
You know?
But then you respond, "What's up, team?"
I've had trips where my sisters tried to call me like in a
Ooh.
crisis.
Oh.
You know? And she's like, I answer, she's like crying, and I'm like,
I can't talk
I'm not
right now.
This
functioning.
is-
right now. I'm also crying. It's because I was looking at the moon, you know. But she's, but for her,
so
it's like,
sweet.
why is he our father?
Father, what does that mean? What is a father?
yeah.
on different
I
planes.
gotta go. Hang up. Damn.
Damn.
But I did want to, Allie, kind of unrelated, something I wanted to start with on the pod.
Absolutely.
We talked about it a little bit, but do you get pissed when people think that you look like John Denver?
John Denver.
Yes. Vic, are you familiar with
I'll pull up a pic.
and what is it? Rocky Mountain High, the song?
He does
Rocky
Country
Mountain
Roads.
High.
Yes, Country Roads is his
Country
most
Roads,
popular.
Roads, take
me home.
Yo, I mean, I know the song.
So I do have round glasses similar to Art's.
Yeah.
that I should be
I'll show you a pic of John Denver.
Should be
wearing more often. But
Come on.
A little bit.
I guess
Yes.
with the glasses, and then I guess you have like the
And
same colored
the
hair.
hair, yep,
General demeanor.
general demeanor.
Facial
This-
structure.
It I had some videos pop off on TikTok, and people started to comment,
Brutal.
"Go off, John
A
Denver."
little bit, right?
John Denver. I can see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing: I'm not mad about it. You know, it's Hey, people know his
Each picture that you
music.
show me gets closer and closer to
I
Allie,
know,
actually.
right?
Well, the first picture was way off, but that one,
You can see.
And here's the thing: he does look a lot like my dad. Like
True.
really?
they have similar
Yeah.
coloring.
Right.
Whoa.
But do you for every video, you think you get at least one John
Oh
Denver?
yes.
That's so funny.
Well, and here's the other thing.
I love that.
On Instagram, I posted a picture comparing the two of us because I thought it was funny. Like,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
funny, I think, to be compared to anybody
Yeah.
or anything.
Somebody so niche.
Exactly. When it's niche, I like.
Niche.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
people
real wide,
are.
baby. Country roads.
It's like people are
Everyone knows
being
the song.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support creativity. So I
Even when it comes in the form of a roast.
yes.
I don't know if it's a roast. It's just like funny.
Well, here's the thing. I've done
Yeah.
a couple roast battles.
No
This
John
was
Denver.
No John Denver.
What?
Whoa.
So the internet got me there.
Yeah.
So I posted like this side by side, and
Yeah.
then the first comment that brought up John Denver, and then it like just the image popped off, and people started commenting like, "Girl, you're on meme pages," and I don't
Meme pages.
I don't know if that's
What?
true, but the
Whoa.
image itself got
What meme pages?
almost 30,000 likes,
No way.
and so now
30. What the
everything I post has a certain GIF of John Denver that the trolls are posting on everything I do.
hell? That's really
So-
funny.
Oh my god.
Ultimately,
They're
all
just
good.
helping the videos.
Well, exactly.
They're
That's
pumping up the comments.
Engagement.
that's the thing about it. It's like I'm very much I don't like technology
Sure,
and social media, but I see
Right.
it as a tool.
Right.
So I try to use it that way, and really it's just like engagement is
Right.
what drives it.
Do you get it in
Wow.
real life? Do people tell you this?
No, I had never heard in
Until
real
you
life.
start posting online.
Yes, until I started posting online.
Damn.
Did you know
Yeah,
who
that's
John Denver
wild.
was before they told you look like him?
Yes,
Yeah.
I grew up with his music, so
Oh.
I
Whoa.
was very
Did
familiar.
you ever make that connection?
I
I kind of look like this guy.
I guess like it's kind of A to C thinking for me because I'm like, he looks like my dad. I knew
Yeah.
that growing up because we had like a cassette tape of John Denver's
Denver.
music,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh yeah, he kind of looks like my dad.
Right.
And then people always
I
told
look like my
me
dad.
that
Yeah.
I looked like my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like,
Ah.
okay, A to C,
It's all
I'm John
coming
A to
Denver.
C,
together.
my dad is John Denver. Wow.
Is he? He's not from
So-
Denver, is he?
No,
Okay.
he.
This is
his-
weirder and weirder.
West
I-
Virginia.
I might
Oh.
no.
Sings about it.
He sings about West Virginia, but I don't believe he's from
He's
West
not
Virginia.
Appalachian. Is he?
No.
Could be.
He's of German descent. His real name is John Dusseldorf or something.
Dusseldorf?
That might be wrong, but it's some
Isn't that a character from Phineas and Ferb or something?
Dusseldorf.
Doofenshmirtz.
Douche- yeah.
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
It's something
It is Duschendorf.
Dusseldorf. Okay,
Deutschendorf.
Deutschendorf. I knew it was
Deutschendorf.
something.
Don't you
Of
look like
that?
John Deutschendorf? Do you know that?
Henry John Deutschendorf Jr.
Okay, so
Wow.
John Denver is very much a stage name.
He's from Roswell, New Mexico.
So there you go.
Wow.
Th-
Huh.
There's a lot of lore on the guy.
Yeah.
Um,
and now you're part of it.
And
You're
now I'm part of
the-
it. I'm not
John-
familiar with all of it, but
Yeah. Take me
It is
home.
interesting.
That's the one.
That's the
Country
one.
roads.
What an interesting guy. What a poser.
yes. Well, and then very mysterious. Again, this might not be fully correct, but he died in a plane crash, I believe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Uh,
I mean, I think a lot of
Take
a lot
me
of
home.
celebrity- Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah. No.
Should have drove
Blunt force trauma
on
as
the
a result
road.
of a plane crash.
okay.
3 kids.
Wow.
Wait, Alpine Trio. Wait, Alkaline Trio. Never mind. Different. Different group.
Different.
Wait, this is wild. Yeah. So I only asked that because like people, whenever I bring you up, or I have brought you up, people
Yes.
like, oh, my friend Allie, we played soccer together, like comedy friend, and they go, oh, the one that looks like John Denver?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I also thought it was interesting because she's from Denver. His name is John Denver. She looks like John Denver.
Well, I think now that has become part of it. It's like
Yeah.
the Denver connection. So it'll be tied to me forever.
Wow.
But that's okay. It doesn't piss you
Exactly.
off.
No, I am not.
Yeah. What are some comments that
Bothered.
do piss you off? on
Comments
your-
that do piss me off. Well, some of the videos that I've had pop off, I started making videos just out of like frustrations of the ways people treat
Yeah.
service workers
Right.
generally.
Right.
And having done that for a significant amount of time.
Right. If you guys don't know,
is-
she makes barista themed content,
Yes.
but you're not like making coffee.
No.
You're talking about the experience of you should start
Exactly.
making coffee videos.
Ah.
Sick.
Give people my recipes.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You can't let people know about your magic tricks.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of ASMR content on YouTube that I like. It's
Yes.
just like the people making coffee.
Well, and that too, because I don't know, making this, truly was just out of frustration
Sure.
at work.
Yeah.
And some of my comedy has to do with barista stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
most of it doesn't.
Right.
But most of my stuff does have to do with shit people say to me generally.
Yeah.
You just
Because
go,
that, yes, and that has been a through line throughout my life. People share things with me for whatever reason
Huh.
that seem to be more than
People open up
others.
to you.
Yeah.
I feel that way right now.
Yeah,
That's how much I
exactly.
want to tell you, but
It's the mushroom socks. I can
Yes.
tell you right
Yes.
The mushroom socks. I'm in my therapy
yeah, you
chair.
sound like in therapy right now. I feel like I'm about to open up. Tell you about my father
Yes,
and
Yes,
Vic's father.
the dad pod.
Yeah, the dad pod. Oh, that's an
That's a
idea.
good name for a pod.
That's an idea. Wait, so yeah, what are any
So like, what are
comments
some things that?
people
Yes,
said?
yeah. So I wasn't expecting these videos to pop off in the way that they have.
Yeah.
And then I've also been like, I don't want to be just the coffee girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
You're chilling.
it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm
people
grateful
are-
to be where I am.
So people are like, "What? This isn't about coffee."
Well, a lot of the time people will be like, do your fucking job.
my
Like that sort of shit. And that
Yeah.
pisses me off because
Whoa.
I don't know. It's like,
Why can't I?
It's
Why
very
can't you,
dismissive.
you can just make content, right?
well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
What?
of,
Do
it's
your
a,
job.
yes. Well, it's a lot of like, how about you shut up and make a coffee? That sort of thing. So that shit pisses me off.
You shut up and make me.
That's it's just
I
stupid.
think I've told Art that before we started the pod. Before our pods. You know anything?
Yeah.
How about you shut the fuck up and
you
make
get
me a
it.
coffee?
You get it online. I get it in real life.
Exactly. You're like, this is my
I
reality.
don't even get paid to do it. Like, all right, okay, Vic, okay, stop yelling, please.
Do people reply to those guys? Do people like comment on?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think that I'm convinced the stuff that pops off on the internet is stuff that people are able to argue about because it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
comments that drive the engagement.
Right.
Sure.
So the more you're able to like seed a
Conversation. Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah,
even if
discourse,
it's
yeah.
loosely.
Discourse about making coffee.
Yes, even like the most basic stuff, that's what people get heated about.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so if you're able to get that going,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think I have so many like I think a lot in this of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and our country's so divided, and so
Go off.
so
Wow.
it
We have 6 hours.
but
Shoes
it
are about to
is-
hit.
it's like I think it's social media has played such a role in a lot of things,
Totally.
and this just is at the most basic level. But I think
Right.
the stuff that really does well is the stuff that causes chaos in that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emotionally tumultuous.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even just with the coffee thing on the most basic level, it's something that people can relate to because they've either been a barista or
Mhm.
in the service industry or
Right.
they've ordered a coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
Do you ever like engage? Or you're like,
Mm.
fuck you.
no,
Fuck you.
I never.
She's too busy making that
Coffee.
coffee.
Exactly. Yeah, I have to make the fucking drink that he
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
to make.
You should be like, what's your order? And then they'll like you just get the conversation going.
Just
It's like,
roast.
I love that drink.
I will engage with the first couple comments.
Sure.
Yeah.
To
to get the ball rolling.
get
Tease
the ball
them a little.
rolling,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
really
yeah.
it's just like jokey stuff.
Yeah.
I think there've been a few times where I've like teed a ball, or shoot, there was one. It was like a meme account on, I think, the first video I made, and Grape Juice Boys commented.
Oh, sure. I've heard of them.
And they said something innocuous. I could pull it up.
Yeah.
And I responded to that
Yeah.
loosely, very kindly, being like, fuck you. Because
Frick off.
exactly. Frick off, man.
F off, dudes.
And that felt, it was like, this is a meme page.
Yeah.
That's
Did
dumb.
they respond? Were they like,
They didn't
you don't need to
respond.
talk to me like that. I'm a meme page.
They did not respond, but then a lot of people piled on,
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
no, the
Oh.
grapefruit fans.
or piled
Juice
on
Boy fans.
supporting me, actually.
Oh.
Which was, I was like,
You have your fans.
I have my fans.
Good for you.
Hey.
A lot of people being like, shut up, grape juice boys.
Yeah.
Go make a meme, you know.
Yeah. Go make grape juice.
Yeah, exactly. People are like telling Grape Juice Boy to make a meme.
Go make a
telling
meme.
me to
go
make coffee.
steal a meme. That's what they're doing.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa. That's fun.
So that's really the only time that I was like,
They're not. I'm assuming there are not a lot of hateful stuff on your I feel like your stuff is pretty chill.
yes,
You're
I
not like you don't have like hot takes on things.
no. From
No.
what I've heard from other people's experiences, I think
Yeah.
it is very chill comparatively. I
Yeah.
I don't look at or engage with a lot.
Sure.
So there could be stuff lurking within,
Right.
but I try not to.
Are baristas hitting you up being like, "Girl, I relate."
Yes.
Girl.
There's
really
been
common?
some commiseration or
Really?
appreciation there
Whoa.
of like, I don't know, because a lot of these things are just commonalities.
Yeah.
You could form the barista union.
Yes.
You
Finally.
could form a Starbucks union.
Exactly.
You could lead
Yes.
it. You could be their figurehead.
Dude, you start
really
making
could.
union content.
Yes. There
Probably
you
get a lot
go.
of flack for that though.
Everybody turns
Yeah, I don't
on
That'd be
me.
great for
I don't
engagement.
think Elon or Zuck would like that.
They shut me down
Flag ya.
completely.
They'll start commenting, "What the fuck is this?"
So I have
Make
a
me a
question for you.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Art says that you've cat sit for him before.
Oh
Yes,
shit.
indeed.
Okay. Have you cat
Yeah.
sit for others?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we have a good data sample.
Do you know where this is going?
I think I have an inkling.
Yeah. Okay.
They poop like it's abnormal. Their poop, right? It smells horrible.
You can be honest.
right?
Well, I will say they are the most wonderful cats, and they have
Aw.
the most wonderful meals too.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And
We treat 'em
so
well.
This
all
is
from
a point.
Thailand.
there you go.
Made from Thai food.
Well, that's why
They're
they're
making
shitting, brother.
It's
They're
spicy.
eating bad cop proud.
I've never had it, but a lot of chilies in there.
Yeah, dude, they're eating the same thing I eat.
I do think like a lot of people use cat litter that has a lot of chemicals in it.
Yeah.
You mentioned
And
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
yes, and Art uses the most natural stuff I've ever witnessed.
Pine. Made from
Um,
recycled Christmas trees.
To my demise.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
stinky, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think
For sure.
it's for those reasons that
Ah.
usually it's like
Such a
that
diplomat.
smell is covered up
Yeah.
by the chemicals of the glitter litter or whatever.
Right.
Right, yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just my
Your theory?
Theory.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I think you're right because that's what Art has told me too. But
Okay.
He doesn't
Hey.
believe.
I feel justified.
Right.
well. And here's the thing.
It is pretty smelly.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that doesn't answer my question. Is it the poop itself is worse than other cats, right? It can't. It's not just
No,
the
no,
litter,
she's saying the
it's-
poop is the same. The litter's different.
I know that's not.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So
All right.
so the experience that you have is worse. Only because the litter is not as good.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're saying there's nothing wrong with these cats because I'm convinced otherwise.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to say because we don't have the cats that are not pooping in pine litter. We're not
Yes.
smelling their
Right.
poops.
Right.
I guess the way to test it would be to get
Cats to use pine litter.
or
right?
or to get litter that's full of the disguising
oh, right. Well,
stuff.
we can get that. Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And then
Right.
see if you notice a smell.
I hate that. I hate that shit though.
Damn.
I
that
hate
sounds,
that shit.
That sounds like a horrible experiment. Just I have to sit there and smell cat shit all day, blindfolded.
Right. Well, you're gonna
Yes.
smell it anyway, so it doesn't
like
matter.
Coke or Pepsi.
Vic can't leave the room.
It's I like
I
how
can't
you.
believe that's not Rupert.
We should start making our own cat litter.
Yeah.
Start testing on these guys. But I will say you're saying that we're using this like nice cat litter as if we're like good people. Nah, it's just the cheapest.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's all. It is the most natural, and it is like I like it more than like the dusty.
What's
cat litter.
what's the advantage of your pine cat litter?
It's recyclable. It's biodegradable. You don't have like the chemical smell. It's less dusty.
Your chemical smell
Yes.
Yeah.
versus cat shit smell?
It's not cat shit all the time.
It's pretty horrid.
Does it
When-
smell like
not-
cat
not
shit?
now, but when
That's
it-
what I'm
when it
saying.
happens.
It's bad when it happens, but then you scoop it, it's gone.
Okay, fair.
Well, also with the traditional litter,
Yeah.
it's like sand and it gets
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty bad.
Then your feet are covered in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You say that as if it's like this stuff gets everywhere sometimes as well.
That's true.
But definitely not as much.
Yes,
Yeah.
and too, it's like, oh, it's essentially wood chips as
Right.
opposed to
Yeah.
Right.
chemical sand.
I've never had a cat.
Yeah. Well,
I have not either, personally, but I've lived
many.
with some
Yeah.
and cared for some.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. You
But
do care for
that's-
them. You won't
yeah.
even insult them. You won't even say anything bad
They
about
don't speak
their-
English, Allie.
Yeah.
Not that
Oh.
we know of. They do respond to their names, which is kind of strange.
They respond to their names?
Yeah.
Rupert.
I mean, not with your voice. It's sort of like a pitch. He's also sleeping.
I'll do
so.
all right. Rupert. Yeah, Rupert. Oh no, I can't shit. Oh, no, Rupert.
Oh, he's looking. He woke up. And now he's going back to bed.
He said, "Father."
He get what? I've had more thoughts on this cat litter situation. No, I've noticed that like sometimes I shit like overnight, but like I'll be sleeping and I'll come out and it doesn't smell. I think it's just like it's like a poop shit, like a human poop shit, where like the toilet will smell for a second and then it's gone.
Oh.
So I think you're just kind of hanging out.
Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
I always thought my
I
nose
made
just
it up.
becomes acclimated. And then
Yeah.
I can't smell the poop anymore.
But then the poop eventually has to dissipate, like the smell does. It doesn't just.
Oh.
It's not just here forever,
Yeah, you're right.
right?
I guess
Bit
so.
of both.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't
It
realize.
is. It is bad. It is undeniably not a good smell. It is
Yes.
pretty strong.
But they don't poop while our guests are here.
I know. What the hell?
Oh.
So I feel like they're doing it to me. They're doing it to me.
Well,
Give
you
a
should
vendetta.
take it as a compliment because they poop when they feel safe.
Yes, comfortable.
Yeah.
So the solution here
Scare my cats.
is to intimidate and threaten your cats.
Yeah.
Or you
All
could train them to use the toilet.
I have
is that
thought
a thing?
about
Like
that.
meet the parents?
Yes. That
Ah.
I have met one cat in my life that uses the toilet.
Whoa.
But
They'll-
it's
well, you'll hop into the toilet and like poop and shit.
well, like it'll crouch above
Whoa.
the toilet. It's kind of freaky.
Wait, did you talk to this owner and they're like, yeah, I taught him to do that.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
treats.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you teach a
Well, the
cat?
cat
to
has to watch you
do
do it,
that?
I guess.
I have no idea. I think
Weird.
she did say that the cat had like an inclination towards the toilet.
Yeah.
So she
Ah.
kind of capitalized off of that curiosity.
Wow.
An
don't
inclination
know.
to poop and shit and piss in the toilet.
Inclination to the
Well,
toilet.
but then think about how much
I know.
money you'd save.
yeah.
Also, the smells.
And
Yes.
the
Cleaning.
smells, yeah.
There you go.
She should have a podcast.
This cat. I haven't seen this, but Lauren has said Rupert has stood over the litter box. It's like toilet shaped kind of, and he has like squatted over it and pissed.
Oh, wow.
I think that's because the toilet smells
He's like standing up. He's got
Yeah.
his finger in his paw.
holding it.
I've
never seen that.
A little shake at the
But
end.
I do believe it. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna teach this cat to do stuff.
Little
Yeah.
perch.
Do you want pets, or you like animals? You're a big animal person.
Oh, I am. Yeah, big animal person.
You're almost a vet.
Yes, that
You almost wanted to be. You wanted to be a vet.
I did. I was like, I think I'll probably be a vet, and then was like, actually, I think the whole needle thing.
Oh, needles was like the
It was a bit of that of like, ooh, maybe I'm a little more squeamish than I
anticipated.
anticipated, and then
Ooh.
also, I was of the era of like, oh, women in STEM,
Mhm.
Oh,
and so I thought like that's what I'm supposed to do.
the early aughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite being like, yeah, I like it, but I also am very creative and
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
reading and
Right.
um
You're like fuck science.
yeah, so I
I hate women in STEM now. It
I
only should be
did-
men.
right? I did that track for most of
Right. College.
most of school. I did it for freshman part of sophomore year, but then
Yeah.
dumped
Said, "See ya."
it. Yeah.
Was that hard
Wow.
for you? Do you remember like the day you decided? Do you remember like the experience?
Yes, I mean, I had met a lot of people in the theater department
Ooh.
and had not done theater growing up.
Sure.
And I joined the improv group. you
Let's
guys.
go.
And so I
Not a single STEM major there.
Exactly.
Tell you that much.
well, there was one guy who did physics.
Okay.
He was
That's fitting for an improv guy.
Yeah.
Not a applicable science, really. Can't
So
really-
I kind of got bit by that bug
yeah.
and was like, okay, I'm gonna be theater and English. And
Whoa.
my dad was kind of like, okay, and
Ooh.
he was like, I don't think it really matters what you major in.
Yeah.
Because he made up his own major in college and was a
Yeah. What does he do?
he did.
He wrote Country Road.
Exactly. He's a well-known singer. No, he majored in art history and
cool.
Mandarin Chinese, and then
What the hell yeah,
That's
dude.
more Chinese than our guy.
Yeah. Fuck.
and then he works in. He's had a lot of jobs, but
Yeah.
works in HR and then construction as well.
What?
Wow. What
So
the
it's like
hell?
your life can be anything.
He's a true immigrant. What the hell?
Yeah.
Compared to most of my friends.
You had Asian parents?
Yeah. What?
But my mom, on the other hand, was like, "What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
This is
Asian parents.
Yes.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
well, there you go.
Wow.
Our honourary Asian.
Start
Allie
having that
Lawrence.
conversation when you're the oldest.
Well, it
Yeah.
was very difficult for me. But I had a friend who she wanted to be an English major, and we were both on the science track, and her parents were both doctors, and they said, if you do this, we will disown you.
Whoa.
And so she ended up doing double major of both. But that I was like, oh, okay. My mom gave me a couple scoldings and
Yeah.
insulted me a little bit.
Nice.
Whoa,
But-
Mom insulted you.
Well, in front of other people, she would be like,
Whoa.
yeah, Ellie's pivoting to theater.
Becoming one of those drunk cousins that
She's
she
the one
has.
commenting on your videos.
Exactly.
yeah. Make me a coffee. Should have gone to
Exactly.
vet school.
But since college, like once I got through college and everything,
Right.
she really did support through
Right.
that. It was just kind of like the first
I think once
couple
parents
years.
Yeah, that's-
realize you can
yeah.
make money doing other things, they're like, oh, she's fine, whatever, who cares?
I don't think you even need to make money at it.
Yeah.
I think it just takes a few years to get used to the
Right.
idea and like this new image of you.
Sure.
And then they
Totally.
just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they want to keep you in their lives, they just have to accept it.
Yeah, I think for most parents who see their kids go into the creative field, they're like, oh, actually giving them $2,000 a month isn't too bad for me. We're going to be okay. We can give them money. We'll be all right. They've adjusted to paying for their kids forever.
Yeah.
Not saying you do that. I'm just
Yes.
saying a lot of kids do that. It's
Oh,
not fair.
totally. Well, that it was my brother. He later on when he was in college, he was like, "Oh, you gave me the courage to
Oh.
declare a music major."
Oh
Bankruptcy.
no, you ruined him.
Exactly.
Bankruptcy.
Truly. So we all, I mean, my siblings and I were very creative growing up, and so I think, like looking back on it, it's like it makes sense that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have ended up the way that we're.
Paved it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whether for good or evil, but
I
yeah,
think
that
being creative is a general good.
yes,
depending
Yeah.
what you're
yeah. I don't
creative
know. I
about.
thought like that meant a lot to me that he said that, and
Yeah. Nice.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think also I always wanted an older sibling for that very
Mm.
reason of like
Yeah.
even it doesn't matter what they do, but just to have one example of what
You could or
you
could
could.
not. Yeah.
Yes,
Of something.
yes.
Whoa.
But I always found it hard to be the first
Feels-
because you both
Only child.
Yeah,
yes,
you know,
paved
you're
the
feeling
way.
your way through the dark.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. You think about siblings a lot, I feel like.
Oh, I
Although
do.
We've had many conversations about siblinghood.
I find birth order very fascinating.
Yeah. Do you, if you had to choose, if you could choose, what birth order would you be at?
Shoot. That's a good question.
Don't think about it that much, huh?
Well,
Think about it now.
yeah, I think I just wanted an older sibling.
Okay. So just someone.
So as
to be
long as you
younger.
weren't you.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Do you talk to your siblings about this?
I do, yeah.
What do they say? You're like, thank you, Allie, for being the one who really messed up.
No, they're never thanking me.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, what the hell? Guys,
Like
thank your sister.
Zelensky, it's like, you've never said thank you once.
Exactly. I'm like, you guys,
Come on. Your siblings are very much like Trump and J.D. Vance. I've been saying it for years. They do remind me of those two.
they're always cornering me.
Who's who? Name names. Yeah, always cornering you, making you feel bad about the decisions of protecting your own family.
Yes. Well, not my sister is the middle. She very much resonates with being the middle child, and
Your sister's in the middle too.
Yes. What's the age
Yes.
difference between you and your sister?
it's very close. It's like almost a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was a surprise.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Your brother was a surprise.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
he was like, he's 19 years younger than me. So yeah, surprise.
Real big surprise.
Yeah, there's your retirement surprise.
Was your brother also a surprise?
No.
Okay, okay.
My parents have said they wanted 3 kids.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so they weren't planning for my sister when she came, but it was
Right.
like, oh,
Oh, that's strike 2.
exactly.
Yeah,
Now we got 2,
Wow.
then just have a 3rd. Yeah.
interesting.
So we're very close in age, and then I'm 5 years older than my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
is,
okay.
is he sort of the
Pretty
youngest? Like,
close.
do you feel like he fits the youngest stereotype?
I think he does, yeah.
The
Okay.
baby.
Yes, the
Baby.
baby, and also maybe more I think both of my siblings are more outspoken than I am.
Me too.
Outspoken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Whoa.
it has
Fascinating.
taken more for me to like build up a voice for
Mhm.
myself, in all honesty.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you feel
You
similarly?
too, Vic? Whoa.
I definitely feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an oldest like sibling thing? Like you've had to just like take it, and just like move on, like kind of like take it on the chin
I
kind of
felt
thing.
very much like
Yeah.
a peacekeeper
Yes.
growing up, of like I'm
The buffer.
yes, or like specifically in my family situation, it's like I'm directly in between my 2 siblings, younger, and my parents, older.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to like
Mediate.
yes, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of like parents the way they treat the older sibling is like, you're supposed to be an example, like please don't behave that way because you need to, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have to be the example.
Whoa.
I definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
There's a even if you avoid it
It's
completely,
fascinating.
there is just like a parentification of the eldest sibling
Parentification.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
because
Yeah, it's interesting to me that you feel that way because
Yeah.
you and your sister are so close in age.
Yes.
Whereas
Yeah.
for me, both my siblings are many years younger than me, and so there is a real effect of like there is like a generation between us.
Yeah.
Totally.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like a generational like I guess your kids, your siblings, I guess you wouldn't say, well, how old's your sister?
She is 27, just
Okay.
turned 27.
And
Oh.
your sister is
20. I think she's 24.
okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, do you think it's like an actual generational thing? Like they're both like Gen Z or whatever, and that's why they have like a more like outspoken way of them. It sounds like it's not though. It sounds like it's just like literal
I
birth
mean,
order.
maybe that plays a part, but I think it's
Yeah.
more of like they. I mean, I think a lot of things play into that,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
I feel like I had to suppress a lot of my feelings with my parents because for so
Ooh.
long, it was only me. It was me and these
Mm.
2 much older, scary people. You know what I mean? And
I feel
then-
that way
and
for
so-
sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in order to adapt, I have to like be very careful with my
words and-
emotions and my
yeah.
words and stuff.
Right.
Whereas with my sister, the family that she was born into, there was one more of her, which
Yeah.
was me.
Right.
So it's 2 on 2 now.
Right.
So I think that
Interesting.
empowered her to be a little bit more vocal, be more comfortable
Right.
speaking out. And
Yes.
Do you guys, I'm assuming, both share like experiences with your parents, like the interparental experience that you guys can like talk about to each other, like, oh, look how mom's crazy, like that sort of thing.
Oh, I think that's like the only reason me and my sister have a relationship. Because like personality-wise, I mean, I don't know if we would connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. That's the one thing I wish I had. Like, I wish I had a sibling to talk about. Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
could like be so different from me, but I just want someone to be like, yo, mom and dad are weird, you know?
Yeah,
But now it's
Yes.
all just in my fucking head. It's all just like I don't know who to talk
Spiraling.
to.
I ain't
about.
gotta pay $100 a week
Yeah,
to
now
talk
I
to
have
some
I have
stranger.
to. Yeah.
You're like, you guys, I swear.
Right. Just have to talk to my therapist. That's all once a week. That's all
Well,
I got.
What's really validating is my brother is a child,
Yeah.
and even he's like, "Yo, these guys are fucking crazy."
You guys are crazy. Can we get new parents? Yeah. See, that's nice. You can do that. You guys can talk about that.
I do appreciate that about having siblings. Of like, there's that camaraderie, or just or they can call me out on stuff, or like
family stuff.
Yeah, or I can call them out, or like there's that balancing of just knowing.
What would they call you out on?
Should have been a vet.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have double
family.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there hasn't been too much calling out of, but like, oh, you didn't come home this time.
Oh,
we
interesting.
really could have used you at that time.
I see.
Fascinating.
That,
man,
and so I do appreciate
Whoa.
that, of just like
Keeping you
I
in
don't
check
know.
of how you should be responsible with your family. I
yes,
guess.
yeah, and I think I generally am very attuned to
Yeah.
things, but everyone has their own lives, and you can get lost in
Right.
Yeah.
those sort of things. So
Damn.
yeah, I
hear
do.
it.
I don't know.
I never realized that my siblings keep me tethered to my family.
They're the problem. Release me. That is the nice thing about being an only child. You kind of just you don't have to I don't have to like hear about my family
you're right.
from my siblings.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I always wondered that about you. I was like, why doesn't Art give a fuck about his family? But it's only because you don't have one.
Yeah. Never had one, never will. You guys talk about like suppressing things and suppressing emotions. Parents never taught me that either.
Wow.
Never really learned how to explore my feelings in a way. And I wish I had siblings to call
You're
me
very
on
in tune with your emotions, Art.
that. Lack thereof.
Locked in.
Because my parents are that way. They don't know and I don't know. So,
My
a lot of
girlfriend is
wandering around.
also the oldest, but she only has one sibling who's younger. And we connect on that a lot. Like, we talk about that a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Because I think
Whoa.
we're both naturally, like, caretakers.
Yeah.
You know, maybe because that
Totally.
was our role with our siblings. But, like, that's very important to us,
Yeah.
I guess.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
It's my favorite thing to ask when I first meet somebody. Like, give me siblings.
I asked that, too. It's a great
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Like, are you close to them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can't ask, like, you have any parents?
Because everyone says no.
yeah.
Hang on, a bunch of oldies. No, well, I do think that I've been finding like people when I talk to them about their siblings, they're either have grown very close to their siblings or grown very far apart from their siblings. It's sort of like the extremes as I've gotten older, which I think is really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, which I find to be kind of sad on the growing apart. I'm like, does that make you sad? And they're like, it is what it is. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That is sad.
Well, that I like when I was very small.
Yeah.
I was very unhappy when my sister arrived and would like cover
Were you
her.
jealous?
Oh,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
jealousy, I think, and would cover her in stuffed animals. So like,
Trying to kill her.
yes, exactly. Pillow.
It's not something animal, it's a pillow.
Yeah.
And then I would.
It's a
My mom would be like struggling with her, like changing a diaper or putting
Right.
her in a car seat.
Uh-huh.
And my mom said I would be sitting in the back of the car going, "You wouldn't have this problem if it was just me. Wouldn't be a problem if
I
it
wouldn't
was
poop
just
my
me."
pants.
Exactly. You decided to have these other two.
Whoa.
So she
so
was like,
jealous.
Little devil in the back.
Oh my God. When did that stop? Were you like, I guess high school?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Middle school hated him.
I guess kind of once I got to elementary school.
Oh, okay.
And
It wasn't like so late.
no,
in life.
it was very much like I was a toddler
Yeah.
when my sister
Yeah.
came around, and
Right.
then I was 4 going on 5 when my brother came
Right.
around. So it was like, okay, another one. Like,
Right.
gotten used to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there was definitely
Ooh, some animosity.
animosity. Yeah,
Yeah.
Can't believe you said that. This wouldn't be a problem if it was just me.
it was just me.
Do you guys I don't know why this came to me. Do you guys during like holidays and like family gatherings play music together?
Yes, that
Oh, you're very musical.
Crazy.
it is. My parents say that they're not musical at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, my siblings and I took piano lessons growing up, and
Right.
then did music in various ways in school.
Yeah.
so yeah,
It's so funny.
my brother plays piano by ear, and
Whoa,
so
cool.
He plays with his ears?
yes,
Most people use their fingers.
Yeah, he's got hands on his ears. Weirdly.
he's like he can use any
Yeah.
all the
Any
cartilage.
limbs. Yeah, he can wiggle his ears.
Yeah.
And those ivories.
So he'll like hear a song and pick it up very quickly. So
Whoa.
he and my sister have done a lot of. My sister
Damn.
sings, so they
Oh
have done a lot of stuff together.
Duets.
Of like
This is very cool. I only bring
Yes.
this up because I, one, knew you're a musical family, and two, during the holiday season, I always get a lot of TikToks of like, at my first white Christmas, what's up with this? And everyone's jamming. And I'm like, that's real. That's so real. Look, I've been to a lot of white Thanksgivings. The instruments come out.
the instruments
The
do
instruments
come
do
out.
come out. And we're singing songs.
Oh, fuck.
it's
that's
a bit,
so
Like,
fun.
damn, never done this in my family.
No, that is very true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very true. And I think, again, it's cool.
Yes. Well,
It is culture shock, though. It's like, what do I do?
it's very much
We
the.
just bust out the karaoke.
Yeah, the
machine.
karaoke. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yes.
That's akin. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's similar.
That my family, my sister
Very
really
Filipino.
loves karaoke.
Yeah.
Because she's good at singing.
Well, what do your parents do during your jam sessions?
They're singing.
Yeah. Well, my mom loves to sing along. She
Yeah.
like unabashedly sings poorly, but loves to join in.
That's
and
sweet. It's endearing.
yes.
Singing bad is endearing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then my dad, I guess, more of a listener, but he's tried his hand at guitar and
Yeah.
oh god. Yeah, so they
I want to
do-
be. I want to be in the
Just
Lawrence
sits in his
household.
chair and watches his creation.
exactly.
Look what I've done.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
do this in Mandarin Chinese. Your sister also knows Mandarin.
Yes,
though,
my
which-
sister
What?
also. Yes.
Her
my-
dad played for the Hong Kong national soccer team.
Yes.
No, bro. Wait, what is happening? What? Your dad speaks Mandarin and plays Chinese soccer?
Yes.
Chinese soccer.
That he was on the team for
And he looks like
Yeah, he looks like
looks like
John
John
Denver.
Denver.
yes. Well, he was on the team for a very short period of time, and they wouldn't let him play. They would only bring him in for throw-ins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, that's
Um,
so sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not that they wouldn't let him play, but
Yeah.
like they'll let him play. But
Like, you keep sitting there, white boy.
exactly. Well,
This is our
I'm more of
team.
a listener.
he did say his. I don't know what it is in Chinese, but his nickname on the team was White Ghost.
White
So
Ghost.
sick. That's so sick.
So,
Like Ghost of Tsushima. It's Japanese. I do realize that. Don't call us out on that.
so that's some family lore. But my
Yeah.
my sister also
That's so cool.
studied Mandarin and
Wow.
So funny. Gotta get her on the pod. Gotta get her sister and your dad on the pod.
exactly. I have that
White
on.
witch.
Speak my broken Mandarin at them.
Yes.
My bad Mandarin.
Well, that my dad has said he's lost most of
Sure.
his stuff, but
Tell your dad me too.
okay.
Same. I'm just like a Lawrence. Your
Yeah.
sister still speaks?
Yes,
Whoa.
that
She lives in LA.
she lives
a lot
in
of Chinese
LA.
people there.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know that she. I think she's also lost.
Yeah. If you don't use it,
Bunch of it. Yeah.
it disappears.
That's
But,
even funnier, to be honest.
Yes.
Learn Chinese, then you just
And
forgot
forget
it.
it.
Exactly. You lose
Where did I
most
put
of
that
it.
Chinese? I always forget where I put it.
Damn. That's so cool.
So,
That's
yeah.
a side quest for them.
I know.
Learn Mandarin and then forgot it.
Has your dad been back to China? Or your sister? I know your
No.
sister studied abroad there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
my sister did study abroad there. And she was detained for a bit while she was there
Whoa.
because
Spy.
there was like an issue with her passport or something, or
Ooh.
like the school that she was, her college, and then the school she was studying at in
Whoa.
Shanghai didn't communicate
Oh,
properly.
she's in Shanghai. That's
Yes.
where my family's from.
There
What
you
up?
go.
Oh, wow.
Chill. Wait, what year? I'm assuming like 2018. She was in Shanghai.
Shoot. Yeah, I think it was
Pretty recent.
Yeah,
ish?
it was like 2018, 2019.
So like the
I
city
think.
was like completely modernized. Oh,
Yes.
so sick. I want to go back.
And
Let's go.
yeah, she loved it. My
Yeah.
my dad has not been back since he
Y'all should go back.
lived there. Yeah,
Like as a family.
that would be really cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Should we go? Can you bring us with?
Exactly. Let's go on a group trip.
Yeah. We'll be the tour guides. Damn.
Wow.
So
Well,
That's wild.
but your brother knows
yeah.
no Chinese.
no,
No languages.
Failure.
my brother and I did Spanish in
Ooh.
school.
Oh, there you go.
Hola.
But
Sick.
but I had really poor language teachers, and then
Okay. Didn't give
I
an
think
F.
my brother got further along. But again, it's like if you're not using it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Fades
know.
away.
Yeah.
Wow, what a
Unless you keep at
multifaceted
it.
family.
I know.
No.
Instruments.
Multilingual,
language.
multi-talented.
That makes us sound more interesting than I think we
No,
are.
this is a good
But-
white family. They're like, I'm not gonna culturally appropriate. I'm gonna be culturally immersed.
Ahead of the time.
Ahead of the
Ahead of the
times.
times.
Good Denver, Colorado, Denver family.
Denver family. Well, my parents both said they always wished growing up that they took music lessons,
Yeah.
and so
I thought you were
that's
going to say they wish
why-
they were Chinese.
Oh.
Well, they came pretty
I mean,
close.
I know. More Chinese than me, I'd say sometimes. Spent
So-
months in China. I'd never done that. That's crazy.
Did y'all eat
yes.
a lot of Chinese food?
Oh, good question.
I definitely think my parents did a great job generally of
Yeah. Eating foods.
eating lots of different foods.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Which I always really appreciated.
Did you
yeah,
do you
it's
like
a huge thing.
do you like Chinese
yeah,
food?
I do. I love.
Rank your Asian foods. Into camera.
That's pretty,
Yes.
That'd be
Yeah.
a good game, honestly.
Rank the Asian
our
foods.
guests,
For
yeah.
every guest.
Yeah.
And then rank the Asian people.
Exactly. That I mean, growing up we would do dim sum and Thai
Oh,
food
yeah.
a lot. And
That's so
then Indian food. There's
Are
a
there lot
good.
of Chinese people in Denver?
No, here's the thing
Huh.
about Denver. It is a very white city. Like
Yeah.
it's very vanilla.
Fit right in. I'd
White
fit
ghost,
right in.
White ghost.
Yes.
Ghost City, yeah.
It
White Ghost Town.
yeah.
Shit.
I went to public school growing up, so
Yeah.
it was in like I don't know. I always thought that I had a pretty diverse upbringing, but then,
Then you moved to New
especially
York
coming
City.
to New York,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're
You're
like,
like, oh
holy
my
shit.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom did always refer to Denver as like, oh, it's very vanilla here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, so she knew.
She
Yeah.
knew. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, this
yeah.
is the best white family I've ever met in my life.
I know.
No, there was just like awareness of
Just
that.
things.
I would say, yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's the opposite. Seems like the opposite of where I came from because I came
Interesting.
from like Houston, which is very diverse. Well, technically Pasadena, which is like a suburb, and it was very Latino, but the people that lived there were still like, "This is a very white town,"
Oh,
even though it wasn't. They're like,
interesting.
"This is a very white town," okay?
white passing Latinos.
Yes, they're trying to like.
Yeah.
Trying to claim it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on to
Wow.
the last
Trump.
enclave.
Remember
Oh,
the
how
Alamo.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Crazy. Wait, I had a question. Oh, not a lot of Chinese people.
Yes.
Not a lot of Asian people. Wait, yeah. What are your favorite Asian foods? Rank
Gosh.
them. What's number one?
Yeah, I will. I feel like Chinese and Thai food I have.
Let's go. That's
Most
me.
often.
Those are good.
That's why we get along so
Um,
well.
Yes.
My people. Hell yeah.
I have always really loved Indian food.
Ooh.
Oh, they
Um,
count. They count.
yeah, we'll give it to them.
I'm less well versed in Korean food.
Ooh.
Not very high on my list. Pretty
But
low,
I-
actually.
That's because of the people, though.
But I love sushi, Japanese food.
Wow, no Viet, no Filipino. This
No,
is, this is
no,
embarrassing
no.
to hear. This
That-
is hard
it's
to
not,
hear.
It's not that accessible.
That is
honestly.
true.
Yeah.
Viet food's not.
Have you had
that
Filipino food?
accessible.
I don't know that I
Oh, we should go.
have. Yes. I
Yeah.
would love
so
that.
good.
Filipino food's good.
I've had Vietnamese food.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say
Filipino food's like
I thought she was going. Yeah, I would say not very good.
Yeah.
no, very good. It's all
But not recommended.
really low, right under British food, honestly.
No, I love trying new cuisines of all sorts. I swear,
Yeah.
I swear. But
One of the good ones.
No,
Yeah.
I knew. That's why we had you on.
I would put
I
I
love
would put
Filipino
Chinese.
food.
Unfortunately, I would put Chinese food at the top, just
Really?
because
It's so
yeah.
diverse. There's a lot of different
Yes,
kinds of
there's
Chinese foods.
so it's so diverse,
Yeah.
and I think other forms of Asian cuisine kind of comes from Chinese cuisine. So I think
kind of
it,
the OG.
it deserves the top spot.
Right.
And
right.
I live with a very Chinese man, and He's like
A
an
China
incredible. He's an incredible cook.
Yes.
Right, incredible home cook, and he makes Chinese dishes from like different regions of China.
It's
Wow.
crazy.
So like he makes things that I'd never seen before.
Yeah.
He makes they're called like samsas, which are they're sort of like samosas, but they're like from the Uyghur region. And so like
Oh, interesting.
it's like foods that I've never seen before.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, well, if all of this is encompassed in the Chinese food umbrella,
Yeah.
then it probably deserves the top spot.
exactly.
In a way, it's sort of a cop out because you're saying you like all kinds of food.
No. I'm saying their cuisine's very impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am as
So
confident
many.
as I'm as confident that Chinese food deserves the top spot as I am that Korean food belongs somewhere at the
Way
bottom
low. Yeah.
of the list.
well,
Yeah.
I will say, like, I come from people who cannot cook at all.
Oh yeah.
And like my parents, they and myself like try our best, but not good food.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, come over. We're cooking all the time.
Art seems like a pretty good cook. I'm
I'm a decent-
learning.
I'm a
I'm
decent
learning my
cook.
way around.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just
It-
like to cook.
It is fun to learn.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
oftentimes
he's from a fancy restaurant family.
That's
Yes.
true.
Really
You've
good food.
been to the restaurant.
What the hell?
yes,
Yeah.
most incredible Thai food
My
I've ever
mom's,
had.
my mom's a
Genuinely,
really
Really?
good
I
cook.
mean,
Yes.
My
Wow.
mom's
Yeah.
a really good cook.
yeah, blown away.
Well, with Allie's
Yeah.
background, that actually doesn't mean much.
Fuck. Damn it. Nah, you gotta come to Omaha, man.
I would love
Yes.
to.
Omaha Comedy. You should apply. We can go to
Yeah.
Omaha Comedy Fest.
Yeah, I'll do it
2025?
next year.
You actually want to? You can go this year.
I can go this year?
I mean, it hasn't happened yet, so
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I'll apply this year.
we should all go.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's such a good time.
Is
That's such a fun trip.
It really.
Much better than when Meredith went. I'll tell you that much. But not as good as when Terry went.
Oh, man, I would love to go.
Yeah,
We
it was
can
fun.
pod in your mom's restaurant.
Or my childhood
yes.
bedroom.
Fun.
A place where I've jerked off a lot.
Yeah, we'll do your mom's restaurant. We'll jack off
You think
there.
I've jacked off
Full
there?
table.
Come on, come on. I took
Have you
many
jacked off
breaks.
in your mom's business?
I've not. That'd be wild.
Well, I have.
No. Well, we're about to hit an hour. Got crazy.
Wow.
Flew by, huh?
Oh
Do
my
you
gosh.
feel like we've encompassed who you are on the podcast? Do you think we've encapsulated
This is your last
you?
chance to insert whatever you want.
I think so. I mean, I came here thinking like, oh my God, what's a blunder of mine?
Yeah.
But you guys delved even deeper.
Yeah. I think
Um,
for guests, we don't really go to blunders
Hey.
as
Yeah.
immediately.
I love that. Well, the one that I prepared was that I failed my driver's test.
Okay.
Whoa.
So-
When
Yeah,
was
let's
this?
talk about it real quick. What happened?
Well, it
So
was.
Allie's a little Chinese herself.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right.
Well, I sped in a school zone.
Whoa, whoa.
Nice.
Dang.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what got me. But here's the thing. I like to think I was going 25.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Supposed to be going 20.
Oh, what?
That's not that bad.
Yeah. What the hell?
Exactly.
You should have been like, I was going with the flow of traffic.
Yes.
The hypothetical traffic.
Hypo- I was the only one on the road.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't even like school zone.
This is a dumb. Yeah.
No,
I'm
it-
pissed.
It was
It was during summer vacation.
Yeah.
exactly. They I come to find out they use this route to try to get people
Oh.
because a lot
Speed
of
trap.
the schools in kind of outside areas of Denver
Yeah.
Yeah.
look like industrial buildings.
Oh.
And so I didn't recognize it as a school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the signage was behind a tree.
Mm.
Whoa.
So I sped in the school zone.
Oh,
And
so this
I-
is like not even a blunder because your own fault.
Well, here's
They
the
try to
thing.
get your ass,
Yeah, they
and they
did.
got your ass.
I do believe they
Mm.
tried to get my ass, and
Yeah.
they did get my ass.
Right.
But I am making perhaps an excuse for failing a test.
What was
Whoa.
your reaction whenever they failed you?
It was the
Fuck
first
you.
test I had failed, and I
Oh.
was devastated.
She is Chinese.
man.
What the hell? God damn.
Damn. Well, sorry, Allie. You'll get that
Hey.
license one day.
One day.
know,
Thank you, guys.
Like SpongeBob.
Yeah. I did That's why you didn't want to drive when we were in Omaha the whole time.
Yeah.
I had to drive you guys around the whole freaking time.
Exactly.
I
I
had to
don't.
drunk drive you guys around the whole time.
I don't have my license.
It's true. Wait, so you did get your license?
I did.
Eventually?
I
Oh,
did.
wow.
Yeah, I passed it the next time.
Oh, okay. You looked out for
but
the school zone.
I
You're
did.
like,
I said,
I'm gonna slow down.
"You're not gonna get me again."
Whoa, first time you ever failed.
I need to know when
Yes.
I'm within 100 feet of a school zone.
Exactly.
Don't ask me why.
That's crazy. Damn. Well, that's a fun
Yeah.
blunder.
There
Yeah,
you
That
go.
was great.
That's what
Nice.
I had come prepared with, but
Great.
I am hoping that the conversation was more interesting than that.
No, that was the best. That was the
a
best part of
great
the.
blend.
That was the best
good.
part of the pod, I would say.
Yeah.
Wish
Nice,
we could talk about more, actually.
nice little
Shoot.
bow on
do
the
another
pod.
do another hour. Nah, we gotta go. I gotta go to a show. How fun is that? Sorry, y'all. Gonna bomb on it. It's gonna be great. I have to be there in 1 minute. Do you think I can make it? We'll see.
Run!
Nah. Allie, where can we find you? What do you got to plug? What's up?
Oh yeah, I'm on the interwebs at Allie Allie Lawrence LOLRENCE
LOL.
LOL.
Ooh,
Ha,
nice.
a little pun.
Yes.
Little word
Lots of
play.
love.
Lots of love, Allie Lawrence. And I am working on doing a show at Caveat June 9th. I don't know
Nice.
when this will come out, but it's going to be all the material I've ever done.
Nice.
fun.
Just putting it out there.
Cool.
If you'd like to see it, I'd love to see you there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come through. That sounds awesome.
And the
Oh,
most
thank
important
you.
plug, we run a show called Off Menu.
Yes.
Check it out.
Every
We
month.
always forget.
We do, yeah.
It's funny because Meredith's always like, we do this show called Off Menu. We're like, oh yeah, that show.
Oh, yeah.
We're like meeting people. We're like, oh yeah,
Oh,
forgot.
yeah. My favorite show.
Favorite show. Sweet. Vic, you have anything else you want to say?
Nothing.
This has been a fun pod. Thank you guys for listening. Check out Allie on all the socials. Get a coffee from her.
Come on, come find
Do you want
me.
to say where you work or do you care?
No, I keep that secret.
Okay, all right. As you should. Thank you for listening. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Nice.
Oh,